Okay, class, do you guys know what the hype genjutsu is? So nobody wanna act like they know what it is? Whatever, I was gonna tell y'all anyway. It's the cycle of when video games and when we all get hyped, and now every piece of news, no matter what it is, makes you hype. Then the worst part is when the game finally comes out, you either A, super happy with it because you got what you were hyped for and what was presented, or B, you just super disappointed. What I don't want is to hype this game up on my channel to everyone and then many people feel disappointed, but regardless, I'm super hyped because it's RWBY regardless. That being said, we are in 2021. Since we already know WayForward is not making a AAA game out of RWBY like Cyber. Let me stop. It's too early for this. But there's some things I would love for the new RWBY game coming out in 2021. If it doesn't happen, I wouldn't be upset or mad, but it's just quality of life, and I know you guys will all want it as well. Now for the intro stuff, LGI, let's get it, Lego.
Alright, who's next?
Let's see who's stronger.
Legit, after watching RWBY Volume 8, Episode 13 and 14, I really want this game. I really want this game. But you know what I really would want in the upcoming RWBY game? A jukebox music mode. Different songs from RWBY. I think if it's possible, I would love if we either got remixes like BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle did for every character in the game, or even possible, just provide music from every season of RWBY. Even when you look at River City Girls' original soundtrack, that game has at least 50 songs in it overall. Legitimately, even if this is not plausible, WayForward and Rooster Teeth, just make sure you put Red Like Roses Part 2 in the game. Next that this game needs is we need a longer story, or at least the length of River City Girls, if possible, okay? So legit, what I disliked about RWBY Grim Eclipse was how short it was, and not that it was short was the problem, it was just super repetitive. I know that WayForward and the beat 'em up structure will never be this type of problem, but let me explain. Yeah, I get it. It was a super small game, but like 5 hours is just kind of whack for what they gave us with Grim Eclipse though. I can at least take Spider-Man Miles Morales length. I think even for a game way smaller than this though, 7 hours is good enough to satisfy me. A lot of people who don't play beat 'em ups etc. are going to lose their minds because beat 'em ups are usually not 20-hour plus long experiences really. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is like 5 hours long, and Streets of Rage 4, which released last year, was like 3 to 4 hours long in length. Again, this game is supposed to take place in RWBY Volume 7, so pretty much I think they're going to be doing when they first get to Atlas, and when they work with General Ironwood towards his goal of building a communications tower over Amity Coliseum to restore, communications in the world of Remnant so they could get help fighting Salem. That's why I think the game story is going to generally just jump off at and what we're going to be playing in. I think it would be interesting alone because we might get more context to some stuff that happened in that volume, and as well as we might have side missions also. So I'm hyped for that. Just give me something that I can hold on to, Rooster Teeth, WayForward, Arc System Works, all of y'all. Come through, please. Now, this is a big make or break for me. At the same time, it isn't. But if they do this, this will be very cool. Alright. It's something that I really would like, but to be honest, if they don't do it, I'm totally fine with it. I legit would love to have at least RWBY attires for other characters. However, I understand the sprites, anything can be very difficult. You have to make every single frame of every single animation, and while you can copy and paste to some degree, it largely requires a lot of manual effort for each. Even a moderate quality sprite takes a substantial level of skill to produce as well, because y'all are relying upon the human eye to blend individual pixel togethers to create details which doesn't actually really exist. Not saying it's easy to make either 2D or 3D games in general, but based on what I remember, 2D sprites seem like a lot of work alone. Again, I don't know how you did this, Maury, with BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle and fighting games in general. Fighting game devs that used to do sprites had to go through it. Oh my god, I feel like they had to just go through it. This is a wish list. I honestly take this as DLC. I just want more content for this game. But I think we definitely need playable characters. So if you remember the old press release about the upcoming RWBY game for 2021, they did say you could have playable huntresses. So right now, it may just be the 4 girls all entirely, unless they pull a River City Girls, where if you beat the game, you unlock more characters. What I would like to happen is if we beat the game, we get to unlock Ren, Nora, Jean, and maybe Penny, since, you know, spoiler alert, you know, Pierre's not alive anymore. So I'll be hyped for that if they give us playable characters like Team Juniper, okay? That'd be great. That'd be freaking phenomenal. I would surely love them giving me playable characters. But right now, the game is literally probably gonna just be RWBY, Weiss, Blake, and Yang. Okay, one thing I want, and I don't know if they're gonna implement this into this game because it's a beat 'em up. And you really don't see this a lot in beat 'em ups, I believe. If any, you probably see them rarely in some games or like certain chapters or whatever. But I would love for them to just give every character like a sibling special attack or some like crazy Unga move that you can just sweep enemies out. I know this is not that type of game. It's a beat 'em up. It's not an action adventure or some other type of game like Kingdom Hearts or Battle Royale. You get what I'm talking about, right? Where you could just knock everything out, AoE everywhere. I would love to see like Weiss summon the Giant Guardian, or Blake making clones everywhere, or RWBY using silver eyes, or Yang getting angry. I would love to see that type of stuff within gameplay. And the last thing this new RWBY game needs, and I pray they add this, please, because we are stuck in a popcorn, we need 4-player online co-op. We need this super badly. You don't understand, even with River City Girls, the game, I believe, doesn't have 2-player co-op online. And I know they don't really do this 100% with what Way Forward or trying to do with this game. We don't know anything about it just yet. But dog, I really need 4-player online co-op. I want to be able to play with all my friends while one of us control each different RWBY girl, right? I'm probably going to be Yang. People are going to fight over RWBY, Weiss, and Blake. That doesn't matter. I'm already calling it now. If it does happen, do not touch Yang. And if Yang is taken, do not touch Weiss. Those are my favorite 2 right now. Okay? Capiche? Regardless, having co-op in this game will make it one of the best or the best RWBY experience besides BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. And legit, I really pray that they have online co-op in this game, bro. Me personally, I'll probably have to buy the game on multiple platforms, because if I want to play online with friends, I'll have to use like Parsec or Remote Play or something like that. Who knows? But I'll figure out how to play this with multiple people, okay? Rooster Teeth, Our System Works, Way Forward, please add this to this game if you can. That's my biggest request for this new upcoming RWBY 2021 game. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Avataryaya, and I want you guys to know, thank you guys for watching today's video. Hit the subscribe button if you like, and also hit the like button, man. I know y'all liking the RWBY content. I'm trying to be hype for the RWBY game, because ain't nothing else happening for it, but believe me, we are holding on. That being said, you guys are golden, and that is raw. Follow me on Twitter at avataryayaTV. All the links in the description down below, and I'm out. Peace.
I've been a devil, I need me a arc in the heart of my breathing, I feel like Tanjiro. Walking this bitch with a sound box, I wanna see rocket, I keep me a domino. Bitch on my dick, man, I feel like Kazaki. Stretching that pussy out like it's Pilates. I'm snatching the soul like right out of a body. Fire, I'm spitting, I feel like Dobby. White bitch, blonde hair, looking like Lucy. She from Kyoshi, I paint her face Suki.